So today, we need to talk about Social Security, and specifically a Social Security expansion and potential increase. Now, a lot of people have been asking, are we going to see anything for Social Security sometime in 2024? The answer before was no. But now it seems like lawmakers are pushing to get something done for Social Security because they are now promising their constituents that yes, they will get this done. So today I want to break down what lawmakers are attempting to do. I want to talk about the cost of living adjustment for 2025. And then I want to give you a little bit of a warning because right now the American people are looking at everything else but Social Security. So again, I'll break all this down in just a moment, but all I ask is one thing, takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now let's begin. So let's get right down to it. What is going on for Social Security? Well, here's what you need to know. Over the past 2 to 3 years, Social Security recipients have really been hammered because of the state of the economy and their benefits or lack of benefits. Well, lawmakers are sick of it. The American people want more. They want an increase to their benefits. Well, here's what they're discussing right now. It's a Social Security expansion bill, and it does have bipartisan support, and it has a decent amount of bipartisan support as well. Now, I want to address this, okay, because a lot of people have been asking questions, but the news, the media, are not covering Social Security very well. Look at this. It says on Thursday, lawmakers successfully used a discharge petition, a method of taking a bill out of committee and to the floor for consideration without a report from the committee, to advance the Social Security Fairness Act, which would eliminate loopholes that deny payments being made to retirees who receive certain government pensions or other types of benefits. That's the big one. Okay? If you receive a pension, if you receive other benefits, then you would actually get less. You wouldn't get more, you would get less from Social Security. They're trying to eliminate that. They want to change that so it doesn't reduce your payments. Now, let's talk about this, okay? Because, again, this is a big one. I want to touch on this right here, okay? It says the House may force vote on bill to eliminate rules that reduce pensioners' Social Security benefits. In the key points, it says House lawmakers have reached the number of signatures they need to prompt a vote on a bill that would eliminate certain rules that reduce Social Security benefits for pensioners. The Social Security Fairness Act would repeal rules known as the Windfall Elimination Provision, or WEP, and the Government Pension Offset, GPO. It says the bipartisan bill has wide support in both the House and the Senate. And it does. According to reports, they are attempting to get this passed. Okay? But just keep in mind, for the majority of Social Security beneficiaries, this would do nothing for them. Okay? It would do nothing for them. But here's what it would do. It would actually increase the timeline when Social Security becomes insolvent. That's the issue. Okay? That's the only bad part about this. This is not a benefit that's going to impact millions and millions of people. Okay, the majority of Social Security recipients. No. Okay, it's going to impact a small percentage. But with that small percentage, it's actually going to hurt the Social Security Trust Fund. All right? But again, that is something that they're looking at doing. Now, I want to show you something really quick. Before we get to the cost of living adjustment and what to expect for 2025, I want to show you this. Okay? This is an article out of Barron's. It says the scariest number about Social Security is 0.5%. What are they talking about? What is 0.5%? Well, let's get to that really quick. Look at this right here. It says that this right here, it's just never the most important issue. It rarely breaks into the top 5 priorities of those standing in the voting booth. According to polling agency Gallup, less than 0.5% of Americans believe that it is the top priority of the nation. In other words, for every person like me, there are another 199 voters shouting for something else. not Social Security. I want to show you this, okay? I want to show you exactly what is on the Gallup poll. It says right here, what do you think is the most important problem facing the country today? There's economic problems and there's non-economic problems. Social Security is a non-economic problem. Now, you can see right here, economic problems, okay? In August 2024, July, you see it right here. Okay, 41%, okay, say economic problems, 72% say non-economical problems. Look at this. So we got immigration, the government, poor leadership, unifying the country, ethics, moral, religious, family decline, race, religion, relations, racism, poverty, abortion, elections, crime, judicial system, environment, lack of respect for others, healthcare, education, national security, the media, foreign policy, gun control, international issues, wars, okay, LGBT rights, war in the Middle East, welfare, lack of military defense, and Social Security right here, okay? Social Security is all the way down this list, all the way above cancer, disease, and viruses, above drugs, situation with China, energy, police brutality, children's needs, situation with Russia, terrorism. That's how far down Social Security is. That is what they're saying, that 0.5% of the American people believe that Social Security is the biggest problem that we are facing in the country today. Now, why is this such an important poll? This poll really has no relevance on as to what we are doing right now, but it just shows to the state of mind of the American people that Social Security is not the issue. Social Security is not the priority, right? Other things, immigration is on there. All right, I'll show you really quick. Immigration, look at that. The government, poor leadership. Of course, the government, poor leadership, that's going to be on here because of how close we are to the upcoming election. Unifying the country is kind of the same thing. Ethics, moral, religious, family decline, race, relations, racism, poverty, right? These are all important things. Don't get me wrong, these are very important things. So is Social Security. Now, the issue, though, is that people are asking, why don't we do more for Social Security? Well, we don't do more because, again, like the article is saying, for every 200 people, one person is shouting for change to Social Security, 199 are shouting for something else. So if you do not shout the loudest, then you need more support. That's the issue. So right now, Social Security, yes, we could see an increase to it, but we could also see the insolvency date move up a little bit. That's a problem. But at the same time, as all this is happening, the lawmakers that we vote into office, they're going to be looking at the American people. Well, what do you need? When they go and talk to their constituents, right? When they take a recess, oh, what do you need? Like, what is the issue you're facing? And then they start writing it down and they realize, oh, all my constituents want answers on immigration, on hunger, right? On abortion. They're not too concerned about Social Security at this time. And so what does that lawmaker do? Well, they start writing up bills. They start trying to fix the big issues, the things that the majority of their constituents want. Well, if nobody's talking about Social Security, nobody's going to get a change in Social Security. Now, let's talk about the Social Security cost of living adjustment. It says right here, Social Security COLA could go up to 2.5% in 2025, according to the latest estimates. Now, here's what I can tell you. Right now, we are seeing inflation at 2.5%. Just recently, they were expecting the Social Security cost of living is going to be anywhere between 2.4 and 2.6%. Yes, much lower than what it has been. In 2024, the cost of living adjustment was 3.2%, and obviously it's been higher than that over the previous years. But here's what you need to know. We are likely going to see additional inflation, but it's probably going to come at the end of 2024 and into 2025. It's not going to happen before that. So if you're expecting to see a higher cost of living adjustment than 2.5%, you're probably not going to get it. It might actually go down to 2.4%. So yes, you are going to see a limited increase to your benefits, but you will still get an increase. With that said, keep in mind, lawmakers are still planning on voting on this Social Security expansion bill, right, this Fairness Act, but as to whether or not it does anything for you specifically, that I don't know. All I can tell you right now is they're planning on it. There are talks, there's discussions. They want to do something, especially right before the election. However, other lawmakers could block it because it's right before the election. So we'll see what happens moving forward, but as of today, that is what we know. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.